While We Wait by Kehlani. Kehlani had a busy 2018 touring with Demi Lovato and Halsey, as well as prepping for her upcoming album. She also announced that she was pregnant in October. While we wait for the album and the baby, Kehlani released a mixtape of the same name. How is it? Here is our honest review of While We Wait by Kehlani.
While We Wait by Kehlani.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about this album artwork, the way you over here staring at the computer screen?
I think that Kehlani definitely makes me rethink some things about, my sexual life.
Dang.
Her tattoos, she's just really gorgeous.
I just want to say, everybody can't pull off tattoos, though.
No, they can't. They can't. She does a very nice job of it. And her lips look very nice and sexual and pouty. And, just what is she staring at? I think she's staring at me.
I think she's looking at herself.
Okay, if that's what you think. But I'm just saying, Kehlani definitely is a very beautiful woman, period. Yeah. And it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that she light-skinned, because I like me some dark-skinned chicks, too. So
yeah, they were going to say that. Because I already don't like black women. Yo, this album artwork is really dope. I like it. I like the whole idea of her looking in them. Well, she's looking at something, but the mirror is perfectly positioned,
right?
So you can see her. She's waiting for her baby to arrive. She's also working on her album. She said it only took her a month to record.
So she's pregnant in this picture? I'm sorry. She's pregnant in this picture?
I believe so. I cannot confirm nor deny.
I did not look that good when I was pregnant.
But I'm just saying, she's said it only took a month to record this. So I would assume she took this around the time period where she knew the project was going to be done. And this is to pretty much just get everybody ready for the album when it comes out. How you feel about it?
Yeah, man, I love the shot because it's just like, you could have just did that pose for the cover, but to reflect it off of another mirror, I'm guessing, that's really dope to me. And I just like the perspective and the angle of it. And I like the floral arrangement too. It kind of goes along with the feel. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. The floral reminds me of old school, like couches.
Blankets or something.
Yeah. Back in the day. Like, there's definitely an old school feel to it.
Absolutely. My grandmother probably had that pattern on her couch. All right, the flow of this album, the flow of this project, sequence-wise, I feel like is all over the place considering the topics.
I would agree.
Because, like, the way the songs are organized, you could have moved it around to make it seem like it was a cohesive conversation. Yeah. But she goes from talking about, you know what I'm saying, like the situation is getting too deep to none of your business. I mean, it's somewhat out of whack. You could have organized it to seem like it flowed a little bit more, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most definitely. I felt that as well because it's just like, I'm all about album sequencing, but I know it's a mix. I didn't even know it was a mixtape until I read the bio. But I was just like,
cool. I didn't even read the bio.
Yeah. But like, it just kind of felt like, oh, I could have had this at the end, or I could have made this here. But even though I still thought it had a good flow, it's just when you think about ordering, you're like, oh, it could have been here, but still, great flow.
Definitely, I have to agree with y'all on that. I felt the same way though when I was listening to it. I was like, yo, the songs is all over the place. One minute I'm in love, and the next minute I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
the next second is a booty call.
Yeah. But can I just state for a second, and I know this is probably not something y'all normally do, but can we just definitely give her kudos for the fact that she was pregnant putting this album out? Kudos to her, kudos to Beyonce, kudos to Cardi B, like all these women who definitely put out albums while they're pregnant. So maybe that is why the album is all over the place, because when we're pregnant, we're kind of like all over the place. Like, I remember one time putting the mayonnaise in the pantry after making a sandwich. I remember putting the bacon in the pantry after making bacon one time. That was when I used to
throw that in
eat
the trash.
So yeah, had to throw the bacon in the trash too. My keys was in the fridge. So we kind of like, our brains is all over the place. So maybe that's why the album is all over the place.
Take that.
1 minute she was probably in a good mood, the next minute her hormones probably kicked in. So
there you go.
Just the female's perspective.
Highlights. My highlights for this joint: Footstep with Music Soul Child is so dope.
Yeah,
I really like the way the song is structured. Well, for one, I just want to point out she kind of used the same song structure throughout the whole project. And what I mean by that is like every verse was like 4 bars, and then she had like a 4-bar into the hook, and then she had the hook, and it followed that for the most of the project. But her and Musiq Soulchild is actually really dope. She was really happy about this because she sampled music in a earlier joint. Mm-hmm. She actually had an interpolation of a music song in the second joint, and she actually had music on this one. So that was really good. Nunya was really good. I really like that. Morning Glory is really deep. It's got a dope context. Like, if you can't accept me for being deeper than what you see on on the upper area, makeup, all of that stuff. I just didn't like the whole I want to throw my wig on the dresser thing. I didn't like that. RPG is really dope. I want to get more deeper into that, but we will shortly. And then Butterfly, I really like the poetry that she put on the end of this joint. That joint was really dope. But I don't really have anything negative. I have one thing negative to say, and I'll get to that in a minute.
All right, well, I feel like this whole thing is a highlight, but I'm going to just single some out. Footsteps. I never knew I needed that. Her and Musiq is a great collaboration, man. Like, I'm a big fan of both, so that was great. Too Deep and Nunya was really dope. I just like the vibe for that. But when that Morning Glory hit, I don't know what it is about that song, but it's just, you just get to ride in it and just keep bumping your head, and it just got it's just a really, really dope flow to it. Nights Like This is still a standout. We reacted to the video back then. I just love how the song sounds. And of course, Ty comes in killing it. Like, just at the right subtle way. And Butterfly is amazing. Like, that's one of the songs, like, I would have had Butterfly at the end to just end the whole thing out. So yeah, but other than that, the whole thing's dope.
Okay, so for me, definitely Footsteps took me back to my roots, because y'all know Musiq Soulchild's from Philly.
Hey.
So I definitely was feeling that song. That was a really good song. Too Deep is actually my daughter's favorite song.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, of course it's the clean version. Yeah, but Too Deep was definitely a really deep song. I would say that. Like, it hit a lot of female feelings in that song. Nunya, definitely love that song. She hit hard on that one, as far as like the lyrics, everything. I'm a real lyricist, so I listen for what they saying in the song more than just the beat. The beat will get me there, but Nunya definitely with them lyrics. Oh my gosh, she hit. Morning Glory, we kind of all feel like that was the hot song, but for me, I was just like, okay, like, coming from a female standpoint, I just kind of didn't really get it. That's just me. Like, I mean, I definitely get what she's saying, but I wasn't feeling it. Feels, I hate it. I could skip past that one.
Really?
Yes. Feels, and I'll tell y'all why later, I guess, when we get into it. But Feels is one I can definitely skip past. Matter of fact, I've skipped past it twice already. Nights Like This. I like Nights Like This. I'm not really a big Ty Dolla fan. Okay. But that song, hearing him kick in at the end like that, definitely added some spice to it. Yeah. Like a little, it just put a little cayenne pepper on that bitch. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, I was feeling that. Yeah. RPG, I guess we'll get into that. It was definitely a really good song. Butterfly was hitting. Love Language.
Yeah, because you talk about that a lot.
It's actually one of my favorites.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I was definitely feeling the whole album, but I will skip past Feels. I will skip past Feels.
Go ahead, let us know why.
I would skip past Feels because it just didn't, like, and I'll compare it to one that's already on the album. I'll compare it to Love Language. Love Language and Feels, in my opinion, Feels was like 2-year-oldish. Like, it just didn't kind of really, for me, it didn't grasp what the emotional part of it was. Like, it was like, I got feels. It's like, okay,
maybe it's like aimed at a teenager or something.
It could be why my daughter liked Too Deep. So I don't know.
Too Deep was actually I read she
Too
said
Deep
that
was dope.
She said that was what the hell is his name, man? Gold all in my chain, gold all in my rings.
I know who
what's his name, man?
Too.
Trinidad James.
Yeah, there you go.
She said it was actually Trinidad James' song. It was a rap song, and she converted it to an R&B song, which I thought was dope.
Okay.
As far as lowlights, because you kind of mentioned some, I did not like Dom Kennedy on Nunya. I know how Dom Kennedy raps.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that West Coast off the beat style of flow. I hate it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I don't feel the same way about Blueface as everybody else does. And Nights Like This, Ty Dolla, I didn't like some of the words he used, and I know he wrote it because he always says solid, and he always says, like, there's certain things that he always says, and I knew that he wrote it, but I felt like it was lazily wrote it. Yeah, it was lazily written, in my opinion, just as far as his verse. But I do like him on that song, and those are my lowlights.
Only lowlights I think I had was just structure wise. I mean, I really was feeling the whole project. It was just like the structure was just kind of off to me. But, you know, as you were explaining earlier, that kind of makes more sense now. But that's really the only kind of lowlight I had. Like, I really enjoyed the whole project. She killed it.
I wouldn't say she killed it, but I mean, I'm a Kehlani fan for sure, but I wouldn't say she killed it. I think she could have done it a little better, especially with Phil's. That's my lowest of the whole album. Like, Phil's was just, it just didn't do it for me, and it still don't.
So let's get to RPG.
Yeah, let's talk about this RPG.
How y'all feel? I'm ready for y'all.
I just have a question. What is wrong with that concept? She asked for something, she got it, and now she's mad that she got it because she asked for it.
Okay, so can I say something first?
Go ahead.
On the question tip, can y'all please tell me what the hell RPG stands for?
It's a role-playing game.
Yeah.
It's a video game
God
where
damn
you
it.
assume the role of somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, how did y'all know that?
Because
we
play video
gamers.
games.
Oh shit. Okay.
All the
right.
Final Fantasy games are RPGs.
Yeah, RPGs.
But okay, so now I get the song role playing game.
Yeah.
And why we can be mad. And I'm so glad y'all got a female to do this album.
Yes, I'm so
Because-
happy.
Yeah, I'm happy too.
Because here's the thing, when it comes to me telling you something over and over and over again, and I have to tell you, and then I know eventually you're going to stop doing it. Like, when you continue to put on the facade that, okay, well, I hear you, and I'm going to do what you ask, and I'm only going to do it but for so long, and then I'm gonna go back to my original ways. That's a role play. Now you're just playing a role. You're not even really doing it to want to do it. You're not doing it because you love me. You're not doing it because you want to see us have longevity. You're doing it because at this moment I'm quote unquote nagging you.
But that's not really how the song was structured.
And it kind of is if you listen to it again.
No, I kind of feel
you
that.
only touching me. You only laying here because I told you I miss you touching me. You only, doing this because I told you this. And and the fact that you're only doing, and I think she's like, after a while it's gonna die down. We know that. You're only doing it because I asked you.
Maybe
it's not
I
part
just
of who
took
you
it
are.
a song a different way, because I took it as, okay, you asked for something and then he decided to do what you asked him to do, and now you're mad because that's what you asked for. Because in my opinion, it's just like
typical male
a relationship.
But that's
no,
what
I'm
I was
saying.
gonna
A
say.
relationship can only like continue to be okay is if both of you guys communicate and express what you want, right?
Yeah.
So.
But I think she's saying that you don't want this. You're only doing it because I'm asking you. You don't want this. And that's the role playing part of it.
Yeah, because males can kind of do that. I ain't gonna front. Like, you can probably just be like, yo, I'm just
Somebody's
doing this
honest.
because, I'm just want to hear you shut up right now. I don't even want to hear you bicker us
Exactly.
up. I mean, I can admit I've done that in the past. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna do this just so you would just leave me alone. Like,
remember, you don't even like black girls.
And I'm married to a white woman. So no, seriously, I must have just took the song completely different, because that's not the vibe I got on the song.
okay.
The vibe I got on the song was she asked him to do some things. He started doing those things, but she's mad that he kind of just didn't do them on his own. That's the vibe I get. I didn't get the vibe that you used to do this, but now you're only doing it because I asked you to. That's not the vibe I get.
Maybe it's meant for both ways. The way that you're taking it and the way that we kind of interpret it.
Because even like Black's verse, he's basically saying like, I'm sorry I haven't been doing that, but I'm starting to do it. I'm going to be doing this.
But
now.
that's what we kind of fall in. It's just like we acknowledge that when it's too late. We like, oh, I'm gonna start doing more. I'm gonna start doing this. But then she's just like, no, I don't want you to, because you ain't been doing it. So why should I even,
Because you gotta look
So what's
at
the point of communicating then and
that's
expressing?
but that's the very
thing.
point though.
Yeah.
That's the very point, is that she's probably already been communicating it for so long that now at this point it's like, you know what, I really don't even care no more. Like, stop. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I've been asking you to do this. I've been wanting you to do this, and now that you're doing it, it's like you're just going through the motions. Who wants somebody that's just going through the motions? And that's what he's doing. That's the same thing. Like, you can mix RPG with the what's the one she calls the guy, and Nights Like This. You can mix that with that. Nights Like This is like, I feel like Nights Like This might have the, again, when we talk about the flow, Nights Like This probably should have came after RPG in sense of storytelling, because that's probably at that point now where she's like excuse me, where we laying in bed, like she said, nights like this, I want to text you, but I know it's going to be just for the moment, and then you're going to go right back to it. I want to call you, I want you right now, but I know you're going to go right back into your old ways and make me feel like a bitch again. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's how she felt, but that's.
I mean, that's the vibe I got on Nights Like This for sure.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you gotta mix because it's out of order. You probably don't get it, but with RPG, and then think of Nights Like This after it.
I read the lyrics with RPG. I did not get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out again though.
Yeah,
because that's
some
not
checking.
the vibe I get on that song.
All right,
but
we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, we could definitely do that because I'm gonna text you after I listen to it again.
Oh God,
for sure.
He will.
Final thoughts, man. Look, I thought this was actually a step up from her last mixtape. You Should Have Been There. I don't feel like any of the songs are better than You Should Have Been There, but it's actually a really good mixtape. I don't feel like it's her best project. It's just a mixtape. It's supposed to get you ready for
which one did
album.
you say?
You Should Have Been There.
Oh, okay. No, which one did you say on here?
No, I was just saying the project
overall.
I don't feel like it's better than her. It's better than her last mixtape, but I don't feel like the title song on her. I don't feel like any songs on here were better than the title song on her last mixtape.
I agree. Did y'all, when y'all listen to it, did y'all get and because I want to know if I'm the only one that felt this.
Okay.
Did y'all get a feel for any kind of older artist, like somebody that was out back in like the 90s?
I did.
Who did you get? Because I want to know if we got the same person.
I can't really put a name on it.
I can put a name on it. When I was listening to, I can't remember whether it was Love Language. Yeah, Love Language.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to y'all, if Brandy didn't pop in my head.
I didn't get Brandy.
I'm gonna need you to listen to it again.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
Listen to it again, and I promise you, at the end, I think when she's saying love, she repeating love over again. I was like, oh my God, that's Brandy. Like her voice.
She did use a couple things, like, okay, for instance.
No, I'm talking about her voice.
Oh.
Her voice sounds like Brandy.
Brandy can sing better than Kehlani.
Oh yeah, I'm not just saying that. But yeah, but I think if she works harder, maybe. I don't know.
But I do want to point out Morning Glow. It said it had a sample from Waterfalls in it, but it was she was forced to take it out.
Really?
She didn't take it out, y'all.
Because I kind of got that TLC vibe from that song.
When she does the rap, when she raps, she has that part where it sounds like one of Left Eye's lines.
That's.
But she did get a message from Left Eye's sister saying, like, I know you didn't get the clearance in time, but I just want to let you know you would have had my blessing. I thought it was dope. So people were saying that we might get another version of Morning Glory.
Put it on the album. Something.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, this was a mixtape. It surprised me. For me, it's like album quality music, but I guess that's how all mixtapes are nowadays. Everybody doing, quality music. So that's great. I feel like, even though it has some sequences, it was a really good project.
If I was to ask you what song on the album relates to your love life now, which one would you pick out?
Oh, that's a deep question.
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't know?
I don't want to pick any of this. Not from this album.
I don't think anything from this album.
I'm not saying it like it's a bad project. I'm just saying not from this project.
A lot of this stuff relate to my last
You wouldn't
relationship.
You wouldn't even choose love language. Like, I want to know your love language. Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that one. Love language.
I mean, you said to describe your relationship.
Yeah.
I don't feel like.
But even if it can't describe it,
I mean, if you want to say a song that, I mean, I guess you could say. I don't know. I mean, because seriously speaking, most of these songs can't relate to a functioning relationship.
That is definitely
so. That's
true.
why I said.
So if that's the case, then there's only like 2 songs you could pick. Is Love Language,
I would have to,
and then Morning Glory, because everything else is about like
not even Morning Glory, because I feel like Morning Glory is a single chick that's looking. Like that's what I got when I heard that. It's like she's looking for somebody to make her feel like she can just be herself.
Well, with that being the case, then Love Language is the only song you could pick for this project.
I don't know. Mine would definitely be Nights Like This. Nights Like This, and definitely Too Deep. Yeah, Too Deep. Too Deep and Night Like.
Yeah, because Too Deep is about a booty call.
And Nunya. Shit, I could. Matter of fact, this whole fucking album, like, yeah. Because Nunya, I'm looking at like. That's none of your business. Like, who I'm fucking right now.
What's your final thoughts on this project?
I definitely, I will listen to this album again and again a couple of times. Not the whole album. I'll probably skip past some parts, but that's only because, like I said, I got a Brandy vibe with her voice in general. So, and Brandy is one of my top all-time favorite artists.
Really?
So yeah.
Did you like Begging and Pleading?
I did.
I'm mad that song didn't blow up.
Yeah.
That was hard. That song was so hard.
It was hard.
I mean, she's definitely far from my Elle Varner, which is my top artist. But
you like her new song with Wale?
Yeah.
Say what? Oh, I'm sleeping.
And
Yeah,
she got
she's
a video.
sleeping.
What you talking about?
Oh, man.
Even when she came out with Casanova, people was looking at me like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Yo, y'all not up, yo. Y'all not paying attention."
But hold on,
Listen.
let's bring it back to Kehlani.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. I apologize.
Final
I'm
grade.
a female.
Final grade, man. I get this joint a check. I think everybody should definitely get this joint a listen. I didn't think I told you the grades. It's check, mine, check, dash, and X.
You did, and when I heard grade, I'm thinking, wait, what?
Yeah, man, great. I give us a check. Kehlani, she did her thing on this. I felt like these were the songs that she felt couldn't make the album, so I'm expecting the album to be pretty phenomenal. As long as she drops in a wide open lane.
I think you just told me. Okay, so wait, and I don't even mean to cut you off with your little report card right now, but so when people do a mixtape, that's basically the songs that they don't.
Most of the
that
time.
songs that didn't make it to that. Really?
Yeah,
Most of the time.
Damn.
Sometimes it's just to give
Okay.
fans something while they wait for the album
while they're
and
getting
everything
ready.
like that.
I
And
did not
like
know
these
that.
songs probably didn't fit like what the project sound was.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man,
you
let me
learn
just-
something new every fucking day.
Hey. And
I'm
it's
just
got
saying-
the right length.
Yeah.
It's 9 songs.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
It was pretty quick.
It's that Bruno Mars. It ain't 24 Karat Magic
Yeah.
sound quality wise.
But it's got
That's
quantity.
album is like, in my opinion, the best album in the last 10 years. But it is definitely really good. And I think y'all should check it out.
Check. I'll give it a check. Kehlani's dope. I can't wait to hear her album.
Yeah. I'll give it a check too, though, since that's what we're supposed to be doing. I thought we was gonna be grading on A, B, C, D, E, and if I was
we used to do that.
if
but
I was
people get
grading on
confused,
old
so-
school
Yeah.
grade scale, I would definitely give it a B minus. So yes, I give it a check. Check it out. Skip past the songs you don't like, but I definitely know there's no, especially for females, there's gonna be some shit on here you definitely vibe with for real. So from a relational standpoint, single standpoint, and from a I'm tired of fucking with this nigga standpoint. So there you go.